Friday.
Yo 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 yo.
Jess Hilarious is out today. Laura Rosa, what's up?
Hey, good morning, y'all.
Charlamagne is running a little late, and it's Friday. The weekend is here. Damn it! How you feeling? How you feeling, Laura?
I'm so happy it's Friday.
Yeah.
I feel like the whole week I'll be tired, and then Friday just perk up energy.
That's right. What you
Time
did
to go.
yesterday? Anything?
Now I went home and got ready for today. Been listening to music all night, watching interviews. We got stuff happening today, so I was home chilling.
Okay, well, yesterday, we had parent-teachers meeting for my son, Jackson, but they did it a little different. They did a STEM competition where they asked the parents and family members, and each table, you have a competition of who could build a robot and build an arm to pick the robot up, right? Mm-hmm. I realized last night that I wasn't that good in science because while other parents had all types of levers and things like that to actually make the robot and to pick the robot up, I couldn't figure out how to do it. So I had to use like 2 pieces of wood to make chopsticks.
Awesome.
And the chopsticks was able to use to pick up what I had to pick up. So out of, I think, 22 families, we came in second. So
Did you get the wood up?
At least you came in second.
I did get the wood up. Dropped a bomb for myself. I was very excited.
That's right.
I realized I was very competitive because I told my younger daughters fall back for a little bit. Let me and the older one figure this out. But we did come in second place. So salute to all the parents that had to go to parent-teachers conference in the last couple of weeks.
They
I
getting
had a good
crafty
time.
with these parent-teacher conferences.
I actually like it better. A competition was it was more fun than actually sitting there and them talking about the kids because they did a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But it also, had families together. So I thought that was pretty dope. So, again, salute to everybody out there. What up, Charla?
Hey, man. How y'all feeling out there, man? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here another day to serve our beautiful listeners. What's going on? It's a beautiful Friday.
That's right.
Do we tell people our guy Kevin Hart's going to be here this morning?
No, we're about to say that now. Kevin Hart will be joining us.
That's right.
He has a lot going on. He's on tour right now. He has a 2-part documentary film called Number One on the Call Sheet, which premieres Friday, March 28th. And then he has
that's on Apple TV.
Yep, and then he has Little Kev, which is on BET Plus right now.
Yeah, that's screaming on BET Plus right now. He's in
Radio City Music Hall too, right?
Yeah, he's in New York all weekend at Radio City Music Hall doing his Age Ain't Nothing But a Number tour.
That's right. That is
I think that's what it's called. No, Acting My Age. Damn.
Acting My Age.
I'm like, wait a minute, that don't sound right. The Acting My Age tour. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get the show cracking. We got front page news. Morgan to be joining us. And then get it off your chest, man. If you need to get something off your chest, something's bothering you, whatever it may be, you can get on them phone lines right now. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Laura Rosa filling in for Jess. So let's get in some front page news. Morning, Morgan.
Good morning, DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God, and Lauren LaRosa. How y'all feeling? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, girl.
What's up?
All right, see, y'all had the energy this morning. I love it. All right, so top of the headlines. Look, there's yet another update on tariffs, okay? Let's try to keep up. Look, I know it's a lot to keep up with, but I got you, okay? So the White House is now suspending tariffs on most goods against Mexico and Canada, at least until April 2nd. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said he spoke with Mexico's president yesterday, that's Claudia Sheinbaum, and added that the country won't be required to pay tariffs on anything under the United States, Mexico, and Canada agreement. That's the executive order that he signed at the White House yesterday. So let's hear those comments from President Trump on tariffs.
This is very much about companies and countries that have ripped off this country, our beloved USA, and they're not going to be ripping us off anymore.
How many more times is Trump going to pump fake, Morgan? I hope tariffs don't happen at all, but this hokey pokey of I'm going to put tariffs on everything and then pulling it back is getting a little old, don't you think?
Yes, I do. I think what had happened yesterday though was because of that the market. The market pretty much dropped so drastically that it got into the billionaires' pockets and was like, hey. I'm sure somebody, sent a raven. But the United States, Mexico, and Canada Agreement, or USMCA, which you will probably start hearing, makes the 3 North American nations a free trade zone. So Trump said Claudia Sheinbaum will work with the U.S. on securing the border. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick said that Trump will most likely announce a 1-month delay on all. He did announce the 1-month delay on Canadian tariffs as well. And this, of course, comes as I mentioned, the Wall Street stocks have sharply lowered. Of course, those tariffs will be delayed until April 2nd. So we will see what happens as a result. And most recently, of course, President Trump put an exemption on auto tariffs from the two countries, and that just happened on Wednesday. In other news, President Trump is defending the cuts being made by the Department of Government Efficiency, aka DOGE, under the direction of Elon Musk. He signed an executive order and made the comments, speaking from the White House, saying he wants to keep good people in government. And let's take a listen to Trump comments on streamlining the government with DOGE.
Elon and the group are going to be watching them. And if they can cut, it's better. And if they don't cut, then Elon will do the cutting. I want the cabinet members to keep good people. I don't want to see a big cut where a lot of good people are cut. I want the cabinet members to keep the good people, and the people that aren't doing a good job, that are unreliable, don't show up to work, etc. Those people can be cut.
So he's keeping the power with the cabinet members, basically.
Cut it pretty much, yeah. You know,
as he should. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah, so the president, of course, he asked that he does trust Elon Musk to make the right cuts. However, Elon has previously said in the cabinet meeting that DOGE will make mistakes, but they will also be corrected quickly, like when they accidentally cut funding for Ebola research and prevention. So, yeah. A majority of young Americans disapprove Elon Musk's work at heading the Department of Government Efficiency. A survey from Axios and Generation Lab found that 7 in 10 between the ages of 18 and 34 say they disapprove of DOGE's work. That includes over half of all young people surveyed who said they strongly disapprove. DOGE's efforts to cut down the federal workforce has resulted in hundreds of thousands of firings as of February 14th. And speaking of Elon Musk, you know, Nicki Minaj said starships were meant to fly, right? Well, that doesn't seem to be the case, as SpaceX's latest failed rocket launch resulted in an explosion with debris raining down on the Bahamas yesterday. Elon Musk's company launched a Starship from Texas on Thursday afternoon, which spun out of control and exploded 8 minutes into its test flight. Spectators are posting fiery videos of debris falling from the sky into the Bahamas and the Dominican Republic. The FAA has briefly slowed aircraft in that area as a result. During SpaceX's latest test flight in January, the Starship rocket also exploded about 8 minutes after takeoff. So,
how do we know it exploded? How do we know extraterrestrials from another planet didn't shoot it out the sky?
Here you go.
Does it matter?
No.
Yes, it does.
Either way, we got to figure. Yeah, like what is happening?
Whoa! Y'all are not going to sit here and tell me it wouldn't matter on whether it exploded or if extraterrestrials shot it out the sky. Are you crazy? Extraterrestrials from another planet?
I think either way, it's alarming to me.
Period.
Y'all are desensitized to everything then. Extraterrestrials from another planet.
I said alarming.
Shooting things out the sky.
Alarming. Ooh.
At this point, I mean, really. Is anything going to surprise us at this point? I say that. I mentioned that, though, because you guys, have you heard about Katy Perry and Gayle King being a part of this first all-female? Yeah, so that is actually... Right, the Blue Origin New Shepard rocket, that's mission is scheduled to happen later this year in the spring. That mission, like I said, is scheduled to happen later in the spring, and that's led by Lauren Sanchez, which is a partner of Blue Origin's billionaire founder, Jeff Bezos. So this is Jeff Bezos' company, but, you know, maybe Jeff needs to talk to Elon about, you know, the rockets.
That's his girl, too, Lauren Sanchez. I mean, not Jeff, yeah, that's his girl.
Yeah. Well, Katy Perry
after watching,
are set to be a part of this first all-female crew to launch into space. So we will see. You know,
I don't believe they really going to space. After watching,
she's scared.
You seen Fly Me to the Moon with Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson? Yeah, y'all should watch Fly Me to the Moon with Channing Tatum and Scarlett Johansson. I don't think they're really going to the moon. I don't.
All right, well, that's your front page news for 6 a.m. At 7 a.m., we'll talk about what happened as a result of Representative Al Green's protest on the House floor during the joint session of Congress. And we'll also get into Medicaid and what's happening with that. So stick around.
Well, thank you, Morgan. They also said that SpaceX thing, they said although the rocket did explode, there was something that came out of it that was good, the way that it landed or something like that. It was able not to land and hurt or something like that, that they was like, that was a good thing.
What if that was Thanos in the Black Order telling y'all stay y'all ass out the sky? Okay, right, we don't want y'all in space.
Just get out of here.
All right.
All right, well, everybody else, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Call us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
I'm dialing.
Hey, what you doing, man?
I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yes, this is Worker P.
Worker P, what up? Get it off your chest.
I would like to say to the list. Well, first of all, I'd like to say good morning to the breakfast crew.
Peace, worker P. What's
Everybody
happening?
in the room. I'd like to say, as a worker or an employee in the healthcare system, I am a sustainable employee. I work hard. My work ethic is fabulous, and I hate that a supervisor and or manager would not know what you do, but yet ask you what you do, or ask questions that are unnecessary, especially when they work with you for so many years and they question you, but they won't question anybody else. Sometimes that will break your morale. I've been talking to myself. I'm on my way to work, but I said, let me call in and let the listeners know. Don't let anyone question your ethics.
There you go.
You keep at work, you work with consciousness, and you keep it moving.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
You don't think a supervisor should ask you what it is that you're doing or what you've done?
Not necessarily, because if the work is if you're performing your duty and you are, let's say when you have your evaluation, they can't question, your workflow or work ethic, especially when you're getting the job done. And in my situation, I'm working 2 different positions, 2 full-time positions, and I'm not getting paid for the 2 positions. And it's not the pay, but the respect that goes along with it, the acknowledgement. If you haven't checked on me to find out how I'm doing something, or if I need help doing something, or if there's a tool that you can provide me with, why would you ask me what I'm doing?
Oh, I agree. I think all of that should be a part of the evaluation. That's why I asked the question, because I think, sometimes we forget that a supervisor has a job to do too. And the supervisor's job is to evaluate what, the employees are doing. But I think it has to be,
right.
It has to consist of everything you just said, not just, what are you doing? It should be, how can we help you do your job better? Or,
Right.
How can we make your job easier? I think that's what a lot of supervisors forget.
But I also think it's checks and balances too. Like Charlamagne said, I think people have to make sure that their employees are doing their job, because you have a manager and your manager has a supervisor, and that supervisor has to answer to the CEO. And there's checks and balances to make sure everybody's working. Where you're doing your job, Linda, there might be somebody that's not doing their job, and they got to make sure that everybody's doing their job. Make sure that their supervisor and that manager's doing their job. I think it's checks and balances in the workplace.
Yes, and there is a check and balance, but the thing is, when you balance one, you're not checking the other. See, that's the problem that I have. Because I supervise myself. I manage myself. Because guess what? When I leave every day from this job and the work in the healthcare industry, my conscience is clear. I'm going far and beyond.
That's what it is. Well, thank you, Mama. We appreciate you calling.
And I'm fulfilled with that. But I just had to call, because I said I've been talking to myself. So I had to call.
Get it off your chest.
So when I get to work, I can continue talking to myself.
And so you don't slap nobody. So we appreciate you. You have a great day at work. I understand what she's saying, though, because I understand what she's saying. A lot of times when they do these evaluations, they don't ask how they can help you do your job better.
Right.
Get
it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Envy. What's up, Envy?
What's up, Trav? What's going on?
I'm Big Killer and my girl Jess there. What's up, Jess?
No, Lauren's here today.
Yeah, Jess not in.
What's up, Lauren?
Good morning.
How you doing, my mom?
Doing good.
Charlamagne.
Peace, sis. What's happening?
I'm calling to talk to you, actually, Char. It's something going on out here, Char, that I got to warn you about, that I don't know if you know what's going on out here, Char.
Tell me about it.
Uh-oh.
So it's a disease that is 40 cases in Portland, in Oregon, right?
What's the disease?
We got to chill out on eating butt, Char. It's a disease that if you butt, it's like killing people.
Well, first of all, if I ass, I'm only one person's ass. That's my wife.
That's me.
Okay.
Oh, I know that's right, Envy.
Envy's just gay. That's not. Donald Trump wrote an executive order about that. He said you're gonna stop being gay.
Man, dropping the clues bombs to Envy, man.
Only my wife. So I think I'm gonna be okay.
But no, man.
You be safe out there, Trav.
Listen, I'm trying to be safe out here, Envy. I'm trying to be safe out here. But all right, y'all have a great weekend. Talk to y'all.
What movie was I watching with this man was somebody's butt? Oh, it wasn't a movie. It's that TV show White Lotus on HBO Max. Y'all watch White Lotus? What are you talking about? White Lotus is great. Y'all seen White Lotus?
No, but I know of it.
You should watch White Lotus. This is hilarious. There's a scene where a man is in a man's butt like a bowl of Fruit Loops.
And you enjoyed it.
And the man was standing up. It was wild.
Hello, who's this?
Peace and blessings, Envy. Good morning.
Sean Stone, what's up, brother?
This morning?
I'm doing well,
good,
man.
I can't complain.
Good.
Hey, good morning, Charlamagne.
Peace, Trav's home. What's happening?
Yo, Charlamagne, just stop playing with me, man. I want to, bro.
We don't call up here if you don't want to play. We like to play up here, okay?
Good morning, Sean Stone. Don't concentrate on him, brother. How you feeling?
You can't play with the other listeners. Why are you playing with me, man?
I play with all the listeners. Listen, Trav just called up here, too. I just want you to know that.
And tell him what he said now.
Anyway, listen, I just want to say rest in peace to my cousin, Angie Stone. You know, that's why my name is Sean Stone, because we're related.
You just be lying for no reason.
And also, I want to make awareness. I want to give Donkey of the Day to two guys who killed a 5-year-old little girl in Fort Worth, Texas.
No, man.
Need to check into that, man.
You're talking about the rapper, right?
Ronnie.
And his daughter?
Yeah, little Ronnie. Like, you guys are so stupid, man. You know what I mean? I have kids now, and it's just crazy. So, Adonis, Robinson, and Jacoby Russell, you guys need to turn yourself in, man. You murder people, you need to turn yourself in. You murder this 5-year-old little girl, you need to turn yourself in. You guys are disgusting.
I thought
you guys doesn't need to be what's up?
I thought they arrested the guys yesterday. They arrested Adonis Robinson yesterday.
I think one of them's still on the run though, right?
Okay, yeah, but Adonis Robinson got arrested yesterday in Texas. Mm-hmm.
Well, listen, man, these two guys need to get donkey of the day, and they don't need to be a part of the black community no more.
Nah, that's horrible.
Heinous things, when y'all guys doing heinous and stupid things. But also, if you're in the streets, stop bringing your family around. If you're in the street, little Ronnie was in the street, and knowing that he's in the street, he's the main reason why his daughter got killed, man. Come on, guys.
Well, listen, I don't know nothing about Lil Ronnie, so I'm not even gonna put that on that man.
Charlamagne, I checked into it. That's why I'm speaking like that.
Man, you don't know. I can't. I'm not gonna say that you know what you're talking about.
Bro, I am the culture. What are you talking about? I checked into it.
Hey, come on, Sean. Sean is just that angry man. You're just that angry man for no reason.
I know what's going on, bro. You're from Jersey. What do you mean you know what's going on?
Like, just think about it. This man just got killed with his daughter, and you calling the radio station saying he was in the streets and he's the reason his daughter got killed. I don't know that for certain, but I know if I was his family member, I wouldn't want some random ass dude named Sean Stone calling up here saying that.
Regardless,
come on,
rest
man.
in peace to that brother, and rest in peace to that young baby girl, and condolences to the family, man. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. Now, we got the latest with Lauren coming up. What we talking about?
We do. Stephen A. Smith might have just got 100 M's.
What you mean might?
It's reported.
Stephen A. got his money.
But he also got ran down on by LeBron. So we're going to talk about some
Who cares?
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
I got enough for security now. Big ones, too. All right, we'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. We are The Breakfast Club.
You sound like one of Drake's owls just now.
Yo, shut up. Oh, my God.
You want to be an owl tattoo on his ass so bad.
Let's get to the latest with Lauren. This guy's a jerk.
Worldwide Mack. On The Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
All right, so congratulations are in order. Stephen A. Smith reportedly has inked a deal for $100 million with ESPN. Okay,
Queens get the money.
I want to cool bond for Stephen A. Smith.
Love it.
Yeah, so this is a new 5-year, $100 million deal contract. And this has been confirmed with a person familiar with the matter to a few outlets. I'm currently looking at CNBC. ESPN did decline to comment on the contract deal, but listen.
If I'm not mistaken, that makes him the highest paid personality in ESPN history, right?
Well deserved.
I can look that up.
I'm pretty sure.
Stephen A. Queens get the money.
$20 million a year. I'm pretty sure that's the highest paid contract in ESPN history for a personality. He deserves every bit of it.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, because right now it's listed as Joe Buck, but he only received a $75 million. Wait, ESPN's professional football coverage earned $15 million per year on a 5-year, $75 million contract. Yeah, so that would put that would put Stephen A. over Joe Buck. So I'm from what I'm looking at. Yes, to your point, Charlamagne.
He grinded it out too. Nothing was given to him.
Yeah.
Brother from Queens that worked his ass off to get that. And congratulations to Stephen A.
Well, Stephen A., I mean, with all the congratulations, got to take the good with the bad. Yesterday, LeBron James was seen courtside having a few words with Stephen A. Smith. Now, we don't have the audio of that conversation because you can't really hear it and you just would hear the background. But you can see, just from what LeBron is saying, it does look like he's saying, keep my son's name out your mouth. He doesn't appear too happy at all to be talking to Stephen A. and then he walks off. Mm-hmm. But, and everybody that's picking this up is, I pointed to the obvious that Stephen A. has been very honest about Bronny James and Bronny James playing. So let's take a listen to one of Stephen A.'s last takes on Bronny James.
I'm really, really trying to be as respectful as I possibly can be towards LeBron James. One of the top 2 or 3 players in the history of basketball, number 2 in my eyes. I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad. We love what we're seeing from him in the G League because that's where you belong. As you hone your skills and you get better and you legitimately earn, which I believe he has the potential to do, I am rooting for Bronny James. But right now, Bronny James is averaging 0.3 points, 0.3 assists, and 0.4 rebounds. How are you doing him favors? We know that he's not ready yet.
What did he say wrong? Nothing there was disrespectful. It was honest. You may not like to hear that if you're LeBron James, but it was not disrespectful in any way, shape, or form. And I understand, that's your son, LeBron, but Bronny James is also an NBA player.
Right.
So he's going to get the same critique as other NBA players do.
Maybe it was something else because that wasn't disrespectful at all. He came with facts. Like, that wasn't disrespectful. Is there something else that we missed? Because that wasn't disrespectful.
I can understand LeBron not liking it.
It's the truth, though.
I don't care if it's the truth.
But
it's the truth. Like, he came with facts,
I can understand him not liking that is what I'm saying.
When we talked about Bronny James in here before, I had mentioned that I feel like when people talk about Bronny, they keep it real cute because of LeBron James. Mm-hmm. And that's what I don't watch sports all the time, but when I do see takes, it's always like people are scared to say what Stephen A. just said. So I would see why LeBron could be upset about that.
I think a lot of people have said that they think that he deserves to be in the G League to hone his skills and then get up and hop in the NBA. I think everybody said that, and I think that's what he's doing.
Everybody knows Bronny James got drafted because his daddy is LeBron James, and that's okay.
Yes.
Okay, but he's not exempt from getting critique from sports media personalities. He's an NBA player.
Yeah.
He's not exempt from getting critique from anybody. Sports fans.
And there will be more comments. It'll happen. And that's why Stephen A. got that $100 million because this is what he does. So,
but I can also understand LeBron pressing him over that too. Because in LeBron's mind, he's like, yo, you're not going to be out here killing the confidence of my son because my son going to hear this and that might mess up his confidence on the court.
You can't do that. And that's the only thing I don't like about this.
I think y'all missing what I'm saying. I'm not saying anybody's right or wrong in this situation. I'm just saying I understand both sides.
That's his dad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I think it's going to kill Bronny even more for daddy to have to show up and run people down because it's like, let him handle his own. He out there now.
Maybe not. Maybe Bronny's like, that's what Pops. Yeah. But he might flex at Stephen A. after the fact, jump at him.
But you know what would be the best rebuttal?
What?
Bronny getting in the league and busting ass?
Getting crazy. Yeah.
That's the best rebuttal.
Well, congratulations to LeBron on the successful rundown and to Stephen A. on that $100 million reportedly with ESPN.
Dropping the clue bomb, Stephen A. Smith again.
You got time for another one?
Okay. Well, I got some audios though. It's gonna be too rushed. I think we should hold it to the top of the next hour.
Okay.
Yeah, because we're gonna get into Tory Lanez the top of the next hour, and I went through listening to the full album that he released from Behind Bars, and there is a few shots that he throws. There's some things to talk about. I want to rush through it. I want to take my time when I gave y'all the latest. Okay.
All right. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Kevin Hart will be joining us. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here as well. And let's get in some front page news. What's up, Morgan?
Well, let's get back into it. Okay, so House Representatives censured Representative Al Green, the Texas Democrat who protested during Trump's speech, which led to the removal of him from the House chamber. Well, the censure passed with a party line vote of 224 to 198, making Green the 28th member to receive such a reprimand. So let's take a listen to the House censure of Representative Al Green.
The House has resolved that Representative Al Green be censured, that Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and that Representative Al Green be censured.
So a House censure is an official reprimand for a member noted in their record requiring them to stand while their misconduct is read aloud. 10 Democrats, including Representative Amy Barra from California, supported the censure alongside Republicans while Green voted present. When Green stood to hear the resolution read, he began singing "We Shall Overcome," along with other Democrats, causing more disruptions. Following the censure, lawmakers from both parties shouted at each other. So this seems to be an ongoing tension.
How could any Democrat vote to censure Congressman Al Green? And this is why Democrats are considered weak. Republicans would never do that to each other. In fact, they would be celebrating a congressman or woman who disrupted, the opposition. And this is why Democratic leadership is considered weak, because Hakeem and Jeffries and all of those people should have been telling folks, we not voting for no censure for Al Green.
Censor, yeah, you're right.
Well, yeah, Hakeem Jeffries. I'll get into his comments in a second, and he was. Do we have
to play any comments from Hakeem Jeffries?
Man.
I'm sure they're weak. I'm sure they watered down. I'm sure they're just copy and paste talking points from his political father and mother, Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer.
Okay, you may feel that way, but let's at least give the listeners. Let's before we get into Hakeem Jeffries, let's bring it back to Republican James Comer, who said Green's actions were unacceptable and not what the American people want. Let's hear those comments from Representative Comer.
To wave your cane and try to invoke a scene of violence like you're fighting and all of that's just not where America wants to see our Congress behave. People expect us to agree on things like reducing wasteful spending and trying to have peace around the world. But these are the issues where the Democrats are creating most of the chaos to try to disrupt Congress.
Did he feel that way when Joe Wilson yelled, "You lied" at Obama? Did he feel that way when Marjorie Taylor Greene was, yelling and being disruptive at President Biden? Like, did he feel that way during those moments?
Right, and they didn't get censured, so there's that.
They didn't get censored because Democrats are punks. Democrats they should have censored them.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Me neither.
I didn't even know.
Speaking of Democrats, House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries said Republicans are just trying to shift attention because President Trump hasn't done what he said he would do. Let's hear those comments from Hakeem Jeffries.
Donald Trump consistently promised that grocery prices were going to be lowered on day one. But costs aren't going down, they're going up. Everything they do is a big, massive distraction.
I agree with that because, a lot of people thought the whole purpose of voting for Donald Trump was he was supposed to make your life better financially. Right. So I do agree with that. But other than that, Donald Trump has done everything he said he was going to do. Mm-hmm. And those things have not been good things. But he told the American people what he was going to do, and he's been doing it. And that's the problem.
Yeah, well, that brings me to my next point. Republicans are looking to slash trillions of dollars in spending in order to pay for President Trump's proposed tax cuts, and low-income health care may be caught in the crossfire. Democrats like California Congressman Pete Aguilar, he warns that cuts to Medicaid will be devastating. Let's take a listen to his comments in regards to those cuts to Medicaid.
Cuts to this program would have a ripple effect that impacts the entire healthcare system, driving up costs and preventing people from getting the healthcare that they need. There is no way to make those cuts without hurting kids, parents, and seniors who count on Medicaid. Medicaid ensures that our friends and neighbors in every corner of the country have access to affordable healthcare.
Republicans say that the word Medicaid is not even in their budget bill. Instead, it orders the congressional committee that oversees Medicaid to cut $880 billion in health funding over the next decade. But that still needs to pass the Senate. So we'll keep you posted on that. And just the last story, you guys, Trump is reportedly planning to sign an executive order that effectively shuts down the Department of Education. Now, the draft order seen by the Wall Street Journal will direct Education Secretary Linda McMahon to take all steps permitted by law to facilitate the department's closure. McMahon, who was confirmed as secretary on Monday, sent staffers an email calling eliminating bureaucratic bloat at the department a momentous final mission. Closing the department would likely require congressional action, but McMahon said during her confirmation hearing that there are plans to get Republicans who control both chambers on board. So, passing these type of measures is going to be fairly easy, being that there is a Republican majority in Congress.
And guess what? Cutting the Department of Education, can't act surprised, because that's something he told us he was going to do on the campaign trail.
It's true.
So Hakeem Jeffries should be reminding people that there's a lot of things he said he was going to do on the campaign trail that was going to hurt your everyday life, and he's doing them. Don't tell people that he's not doing these things, because he is.
Wasn't that in Project 2025 too?
Yes.
Oh yeah. It's so Project 2025 seems to be like broken down now into these little executive orders, and people don't seem to realize that most of these have been included in that Project 2025.
You don't mess with Hakeem Jeffries, huh?
No, I don't care for him.
Okay.
I mean, this is politically. I don't know him personally.
No. All right.
The leadership is very feckless politically.
Gotcha.
To me, I don't think Hakeem is the person for this moment. You know what I mean? Like, I think he might be a good leader. He's just not a good wartime leader. I think that the Democratic Party has already found organic leaders in people like Jasmine Crockett and people like AOC and people like Ayanna Pressley.
I just don't think they stick together. I think they all have their own intentions of what they want to do, and it just seems like if they were more collective and together, I think they would go a lot further. Like even with Al Green walking out and everybody just kind of just throwing them the deuces, saying "see you outside." It's just weird.
Hakeem is just a leader in position.
Okay,
that's
Collaborate. Collaborative efforts is needed.
I think Hakeem should be delegating duties. And to me, he's just a leader in position only. He's not a leader, in regards to, the messaging people want to hear. There are people out here that folks will listen to, like Jasmine Crockett. Did you see Jesse Waters on Fox News do that whole segment about Jasmine Crockett? And he was like, yo, this is the new face of the Democratic Party.
Yep.
And he was being sarcastic, and he was like, she should run for president. But just the fact that they can even see that this is the person that folks are listening to. That's why I just think, somebody like Hakeem should be really feeding his messaging through, because nobody want to hear from him.
Okay.
Get it off your chest. I'm just kidding. All right, so that's your front page news, y'all. Happy Friday. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on social at Morgan Media, and for more news coverage, follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit BINnews.com. Side note, my alma mater is dropping some amazing news about me, so make sure you follow at Morgan State. Just a little tidbit.
Morgan State. Did you have a choice? You didn't have a choice to go to any other school.
I did have a choice.
No, and you didn't, Morgan.
I'm sorry, you didn't choose the right one.
Morgan State.
The national treasure is named after me. I'm just saying. No, I'm just kidding. All right, y'all. Y'all have a great Friday, though.
Have a good one, too. All right. Now, when we come back, Kevin Hart will be joining us. We're going to kick it with Kevin Hart in minutes, so don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building
who refuses to stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Hart. Welcome back, brother.
Kevin.
He just won't sit down.
See that?
How you feeling? Good morning. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. What do you mean? Life is great. No complaints, man. Here to talk about more which means great is happening. Still moving, still tracking, still working, still doing the same thing but bigger.
Talk to us about this new 2-part documentary you got. Number one on the call sheet.
Number one on the call sheet.
Congratulations,
Shout out to Jamie Foxx, man. This is a Jamie Foxx idea that he came to me with at Heartbeat. And, it was a concept about being number one on the call sheet and the good and bad of it, right? He's like, a lot of people experience it, but it doesn't do the same for everyone, you know? And whether it's the ego, whether it's the money, whether it's the idea of the money, whether it's the thought of my career is now about to be, and it doesn't become like there's so many different concepts attached to it. I thought it was a great idea, man. Fox is a brilliant mind. And I said to make it real, like we got to go out and, of course, tap into all our relationships. So it started off as just the idea for men, like we were heavy on the men's side. And then we were like, yo, it's dope if you have it to where, there's a male version and then we go and we tap into a female version as well. And really just expand the conversation of success or lack thereof. And it's dope to hear all these people talk about it. So I think people are going to be blown away by hearing the good and the bad. Like everybody doesn't with the concept of it,
Well, being number one on the call sheet?
Everybody doesn't with it, man.
That's interesting. When did you become number one on the call sheet, and what does it mean to be that?
I've been number one for a while.
But when was the first time?
I love it. I love it. Like I don't want to make it very clear. I love it.
Now, you never left the road. Why is the road so important to you?
Because you control it. You own it.
There's and you do small venues. You do big venues. Like
nothing better than stand-up comedy. Yeah. There's no job better than the job of live entertainment, live audience, your fans, your connection, your relationship. It doesn't die. If you treat it like a plant and you forever water it, the plant is never going to die. Right? Like, so if it can grow and you have good seasons, bad seasons, it's always going to be there. And those fans are just going to ride with you forever. So I'm very adamant on staying true to stand-up comedy. Nothing takes the place of stand-up comedy. I don't give a what I'm doing, the level that I'm doing at. I will go and do comedy clubs. I will come to New York for months on a time and just do a run of pop-ups. That's my muse. That's my stress reliever. So.
Did you hear Damon Wayans say that he would never do stand-up anymore because he was like, people are too sensitive?
No, he said people are stupid.
Well, yeah. He said people are stupid. Dumb. Basically, he says anything, people get offended too fast, and it's like, it's just not worth the stress.
I understand. I don't see it the same way because I don't have that level of giving. I don't want to do the thing that I love to do because I'm caring so much about what everybody else is thinking about what I'm doing. Like, I don't.
I think he meant that on how the Wayans used to be. Like, they, no limit. Like, you talk about anything. But now, since the new trend is being offended and a lot of people are just,
It is what it is, though. Like, that's not going
communities.
Anywhere. I mean, Dame is Dame. Dame is a legend. Like, if Dame wanted to go on stage and around, Dame can do what he wants when he wants. The idea of people being upset or triggered, if you're thinking about that, like, then you're going down a crazy spiral. I'm not doing comedy and thinking about the thought of what you think about what I'm saying. I have the things I want to talk about. I know the direction I want to go in. I'm not here to offend. I'm not here to aggravate or piss people off. I'm here to do my craft.
Have you apologized yet to Delaware State University?
For what?
When you went to HBCU, you don't let it go.
Yeah,
Come on.
You know what?
Let it be known. Where did you go, sis?
She didn't.
Here's your shot.
I thought I was trying to.
Delaware State University.
There you go.
Not HBCU.
Let it be known. It is. What do you mean?
I know where Delaware State is. That's just a bunch of niggas on campus. Delaware State.
Shout out Delaware State. Do not listen to
that.
That's in Delaware.
Why would Deshaun Jackson said you were sorry.
Huh? I mean, first of all, it is, all right? But it's like smart people there, too. Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? Delaware State knows I have no ill will towards them. I love you guys. But it was a funny bit. There's a lot of out there.
You got your animated show out, Lil Kev.
Yes.
Talks about your life growing up.
Yes.
What made you want to do that? Animation style.
Crazy. This is a crazy development, man. This is, I want to say, like 7 to 8 years in the making before we could actually like do it properly. Shouts out to Scott Mills over there at BET, man, for understanding like my world of want and allowing me to do it the way I wanted to do it. It's an adult animation, and I wanted to like flip the story of the conversation attached to the hood, right? Like, everybody talks about the hood from one point of view. The hood is the hood, and people like the hood is up. It's so bad.
Just a bunch of in the neighborhood.
Yeah, like, and I think that there's a positive side to it. There's a role that everybody plays in the hood, especially when it comes to kids, families. Like, everybody's a part of the village. Everybody's raising everybody's child. Everybody is aware. Everybody's in the know. Everybody's trying their best to service and either good and even bad is happening. When people find out, there is an energy attached to trying to solve it and make it better. And this is a way of just flipping the conversation on the hood upside down. So it's about me, my upbringing, being in the hood, but having such a high level of love for the hood, for my family, and for all the people around it.
And Jess Hilarious is in it, keeping her away from Breakfast Club.
Oh, come on. Okay. Just don't listen to that.
I don't.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I don't listen.
First of all.
Thank you.
I want to make something very clear. When people say, like, Kev, thank you for giving people a job. People earn them jobs. Like, I'm not giving Jess anything. I'm not out like, hey, here, Jess, here's a gift. Like, that's Jess, that's her team, that's people working and saying, hey, this is a good thing to possibly put Jess up for and Jess going through the process. I mean, you could say no, but when people are talented and earning things on their own, it's happening the way it's supposed to be. I'm not in the space of know of everything and I'm hand picking people and doing like that would mean that the time in the day to do that and do it and do it and do it, then that means that the people around me aren't doing what the they're supposed to do. So it's your job to like properly package and put people in places to make these projects good. And it's my job to see it at the end stage of going, wow, this is a great cast. These are great personnel, great roles. I like this. I like this configuration. But Jess is earning it.
And you do take the time to pour into the next generation. Drewski was up here and Drewski said that you gave him and Kai Cenat a bunch of movies to watch I told them, get your whatever your stupid asses is doing right now, watch these movies and prepare for the next level.
That's right.
I like what the younger generation is doing. It's crazy I'm saying it. Like I'm really am a part of like a time of old.
How old are you now?
45.
Damn.
Well, it doesn't look it.
I did that for Don Cheadle.
That older generation of like how we approach the business, how we approach the craft, right? Like, and I think it's dope as to see this new generation navigate differently. Like the comedians of today did not go and work at it the same way that we did. Like they're breaking new ground, finding ways to be the personalities first and then get to the stage after. And the way that they're engaging with their audience and the way that the audience is responding to them, I think it's dope as and being a fan of it, I feel like it's my job now to figure out ways to like grab this personnel when and where I can and, try to push them forward. With Kai and Drewski, Kai is such a monster, man. I told him, I said, look, man, I want to show you guys ways to like give your audience more and ways to do more. So I came up with some dope ass ideas, concepts for us to rock in together, but stay true to the space of what they're doing. So Drewski, I know he came and he was like telling you guys about the movie. I don't want to tell y'all what it is, but it's a big idea that we're working now. But I was like, to do it, you guys got to educate yourself on things in this space. So it wasn't homework. I was like, understand production, understand how movies are made, understand the look and feel. I want you to be a part of the process so you can understand the process. And after you do this with me, go do it yourself. Go do it and figure out ways to, do it with the other people that you're around.
All right, we got more with Kevin Hart when we come back. Don't move. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Kevin Hart. Drewski said you actually set him up in that stream with that little kid. He said,
fat boy.
He said it was you that actually set him up.
This is ridiculous.
That's what he said.
You did though. You did start it off.
He said you started.
And they followed your lead.
He said he followed your lead.
Because you're the OG, they follow your lead.
That's right.
First of all, what you need to understand is where the cameras are at all times. What I said to Drewski was in his ear. I said something in his ear. Okay, nobody really knows what I said. He knows what I said, and then he took the liberty of going and saying very harsh things. By the way, things that shouldn't be said.
We seen you moonwalk right out, like you see.
I mean, I don't want to be around that. Okay, I've seen a lot of people get in fights. I've seen when it's about to happen. I go, I shouldn't be here. Right, I shouldn't be here. They're about to start shooting. Yeah. By the way, he's got the gun. I see it. I'm gonna leave right now. So I just exited the room because I think at the time I had to go to the bathroom actually. And then a lot of stuff, from what I was told, happened. From what I was told, the kids start crying and stuff like that. And I came back and I'm like,
he wasn't even around, so you didn't even see it.
I came back and I was like, what's going on? Right? Okay. At that time, I'm the adult in the room trying to calm down. Right? Hey, man, what's happening? And I think all the cameras caught me saying that, which is good for me legally. So I was never attached.
Drewski said he felt like he could make those jokes because he's fat and y'all were teasing him all day about being fat.
Oh, Drewski, first of all, calling people fat that's aggressive.
Well, you saw the Big Dank interview.
Yeah,
huh?
I don't know where the cameras are. I just want to say that's you understand? That's
the F word. The F word.
That's the F word. Is Drewski big?
Yes.
Is he a little bigger?
Yeah.
Right? Does he have problems breathing when he walks up the steps? Yeah, of course. But that little kid, I think, was on his way to a healthy lifestyle. You got to support that, right? The little kid, because he was talking. I think the little kid was talking about exercising and stuff. Which is good. And I'm always glad to just be on the positive side of conversation. That's what I'm about.
That's right.
I'm a beacon of light, joy.
Kevin, at the level of success that you are being an actor, do you still have to audition for roles or?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
I just want to know because Martin Lawrence said he had said that he does.
Well, no, I think Martin said he pitches. He still got to pitch projects.
Oh, pitch
that?
them.
That makes sense. If he's pitching things, I mean, am I really pitching things? I think I'm pitching ideas to my team. I'm more in the business of creating the things that I think best service my want and my direction in the business. Like when you think about the dramas, you think about all the things that I've done in series, like that's been me. So true story. I was like, I want to kill somebody on camera. I think it'd be dope. And I found a guy that created Narcos, and I was like, yo, it'd be dope as if we can collab and talk. But we developed it, and then I was like, okay, this is great. let's go and take this out. Like that's developing it and then going to sell it. Fight Night, that was me, Will Packer, and Will telling me he had the rights and us saying, hey, to do it, this can be dope, but let's do it this way and put the right people in it. So like the creative side of from start to finish is where I'm playing it now. But like auditioning, I'm not really auditioning. I think people, if they have a project, they're like, oh, Kevin would be good for this, and I'm getting those calls. Hey, we want you to do. And then I got a decision of if I want to do it or not.
Like, for instance, The Upside. That's still one of my favorite movies. You and Bryan Cranston. They already saw you for that role.
They
just called
they
you.
said, we want to do the remake, and we see you and Bryan Cranston doing this. Are you interested?
And that was genius.
Absolutely. And Nicole Kidman. I was like, absolutely, hands down. But it's coming out and having an ask. Not to say that I wouldn't audition.
You would?
No, he wouldn't.
I'm about to say,
I was trying to clean it up. I was trying to clean it up.
We didn't believe you.
Yeah, I was trying to, because I know y'all got cameras here. I just wanted to look in and make it just look like I'm willing to do.
No, we didn't.
Right?
Right.
I'm not.
What about like social media backlash? Because everybody, for whatever reason, was highly upset when you hosted NBA All-Star Weekend. Or there was a section of the internet that was acting like they were.
You know, what energy do you give that? Right. I'm a partner to the NBA. Like, understand what that means. I'm not coming on to be Kevin Hart and have funny moments to the NBA. The NBA has been a servicing aid to my career for over 15 years. Like, you go back and you'll look at how much I've been on NBA, TNT, and All-Star Weekends, Celebrity Weekends, all these events. Like this, you're not looking, it's almost host adjacent, right? Like the personalities that we lean on because we're familiar with family and we know how they work. That's what that is. So the All-Star, I'm not going to the All-Star game to try to create a big moment for me. I'm there because the energy of the All-Star game comes with Chuck, Ernie, Kenny, myself, Shaq. Like, we've been doing this for years. Like, just talking and playing with one another, bantering on camera. That's not an easy thing to do. They make it look easy. They make it look great. That's not an easy thing to do.
Especially between you and Shaq.
Yeah,
that
like that's
very
not,
easy.
That's not an easy thing to do. Like that chemistry, that rapport, it comes from like having a real understanding for how TV works. So you can't just throw new things in there because it gets weird. People don't understand the times. People don't understand the cuts. How much time you got to go? Cut back to the game. They're trying to do so much new shit. They're trying to discover it. So while they're trying to figure it out, here's personalities that we can lean on so at least we don't have dead space or dull moments on camera. That's what that is. So when you understand the technicality behind it, then you understand my involvement. I don't feed into the other. Like, I know why I'm there. Partnership.
Do you ever tell Shaq to like really back up off you? Because he'd be kind of sexually assaulting you in a little bit.
What? Shaq, well, come on. I mean,
just a little.
Listen,
What?
There's only one time where Shaq has done some crazy shit.
Okay.
Where I was uncomfortable.
Hey, what was it?
That was on Real Husbands when that whole thing that's on the internet that they.
Oh yeah. That wasn't scripted, right?
No, it wasn't scripted. I bet it was. It was a moment when honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, I couldn't do nothing about it. Like I was like, yeah, they got to cut, right? Like, this is, this is before I put a little size on. Not to say that I could do something to Shaq, but I didn't. It was a very frail version of me, and this is when Shaq was like, when they were like just talking about Shaq being a cop. And he really was a cop. We think it would be funny as Shaq pulled me over on Real Husbands of Hollywood. And, like, Shaq is, like, basically about to arrest me. Everybody can't improv.
Say what he did to you, Kev.
I'm not going to, I don't need to repeat it.
That's crazy. They kept rolling. They knew Kevin was going to come
No, you don't even have to say this. We're not even going to discuss
it. For people who haven't seen it, Real Husbands is a great show. You should watch it.
It's a great show.
But it's online.
Yeah, but what we're not going to do is make it seem like something that it wasn't. So what he did was he grabbed me when I got out the car, and he just tried to get a little physical, right? It was like
pat you down.
Yeah, but it's like everybody doesn't improv the same.
Yeah,
comedy,
it was crazy.
Comedy is an art. Like, you ever see comedians when they try to like improv and some of them go too far or they don't know when to stop?
Right.
You're like, hey man, we gotta end the scene. Like it can't go on forever. Like, oh yeah, well your mama. And you're like, well, my mom, you can't bring up moms because we don't know who our moms are in this scene. It's like
I just Googled it.
Yeah, well,
and it says hashtag pause of the week. Hey yo, nah, Shaq, you straight violated Kevin Hart. You literally took that man to Pound Town.
Okay. Right.
Did he?
Well, this is what you're doing is ridiculous. That's actually nuts.
Nuts?
Nah, that's nuts.
That's nuts.
He grabbed me, throws me over the car, and he starts humping me.
Humping you?
So I'm like, I remember.
Hold on. He turned you around, bent you over.
Well,
wow.
What you're doing.
But you have to look at Kevin's face and say you can tell.
Let me tell you what I can tell with Charlamagne. Charlamagne is a pervert. Like,
He is.
he's a nasty man.
He is.
Yeah,
Nice.
and in this brief time, I just found out a lot about him. By the way he starts describing stuff, yeah, very graphic, nasty man. Yeah, I just told you.
I'm just describing what Shaq did to you.
He grabbed me and he throws me over the car. He's like, you don't know what I can do. He starts humping me. I remember Ralph was directing the episode. And I remember I looked at Ralph. And I'm like, hey, did y'all? Is it pink pages? Like, did something happen?
Right.
And they was like, all right, nobody wanted to say Shaq. They was like, all right, we got it. So let's just move on. We just moved on.
Did y'all talk about it after?
No, we didn't even address it. I was like, man, just like everybody just shut up.
I'm trying to get you again All-Star Weekend.
Everybody just shut up. No, he don't.
Did you get triggered a little bit? I saw you. He was creeping up behind you.
No, that's a very. I'm older and I'm in a much more controlling state in my life where I would say something to Shaq. Don't do that. Right? Don't get it. No. Hey, you gotta stop it. Right? Like a firm stop that. Right? But in that moment, that was Shaq trying to be funny. That's my. Shouts out to the big dummy himself. Shaq.
All right, we got more with Kevin Hart when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Kevin Hart. Charlamagne?
I want to go back to number one on the call sheet because Sterling K. Brown did an interview where he said that people wanted to put him number one on the call sheets, but he was superstitious about it because he'd been successful enough not being number one, so he was okay with being number two. What do you think of that?
I don't mind that. Mm-hmm. As somebody that's been there. When you're there and you've experienced whatever the conversation attached to it is, it's not the same level of important, right? Like it's not important. Like I was joking around earlier about the idea of number one on the call sheet, but it's not that important to me. I don't give a I don't care about top billing. I don't need my name to be first. I don't need my name to be the biggest when they first put the movie or the TV show out. Like if that's more important to you, I'm like, all right, let him get it. Like,
so when you and The Rock do a movie, who's number one on the call sheet?
I let him get it. But DJ's an ass.
Damn.
Yeah, he's an ass.
You let him get it?
No, I'm joking. No, DJ, by the way, he trumps me every time. What do you mean? It's not even a conversation. I don't even bring it up. No, you're number one on this, right?
What is it? Because the box office numbers? Like, how do they...
I think he deserves to be number one when we do the project. He's a international superstar.
Gotcha.
Not to say that I don't have international success, but I don't think that we're equal in that regard. I think that his movies have performed and done crazy business internationally. And when we do projects that we want to appeal to the world, you should be first. I'm coming in and I'm on that train with you. I'm adding value to it, but I'm not bumped by you being first. We put an amazing cast together to help us get those audiences when we do. But I don't feel any type of way about that. I think he deserves it and he should have it.
Congratulations too, man. It was announced that Heartbeat is working with the Pacers.
Yes, Heartbeat is.
To be the official cultural curator to provide entertainment and live experiences for fans in the Indianapolis community.
Yes.
First of all, what does that look like?
It's an opportunity for our company, right? Like our company is a creative engine for any resource that allows us to be, right? Like we are a business, so our business thrives when we can implement ourselves in places to create or elevate a brand, a company, an entity, an activation, whether it be live entertainment, storytelling, etc. Indiana, with the Pacers and the Fever, have an attraction coming. I think they have an all-star coming up, but it's more about, they're like, look, we're looking for ways to expand and elevate what we've done. They spent a lot of money on a new facility. They have a team that's thriving, a younger team. The Fever are thriving with star power, etc. Like, so they're like, how do we elevate? How can we better tell our story? And I'm like, that's what we do. I'm looking to be a better partner for the NBA. How do we better tell stories for your brand? How do we better promote and market you? How can we amplify or activate differently? Like, these are words in the business that companies desperately want to hear from potential partners.
Will Heartbeat call Mike Epps?
To do? Absolutely.
I told Mike that when he was there. I said, knowing Kev, he's going to call you to do something.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, me and Mike's relationship now is...
He said y'all good.
We're 10 times back. It took a long time to get to where we are now, but I'm happy at the road of like dumb because it got us to a place of real grown man. And we're not doing the dumb like tweets and no more. Like, Mike, call me. I'm calling you, and we talk. So, when I did, Mike was the first one. We got on the phone, we had a conversation, and me and Mike are very much on the same page. And I think, a lot of the disconnect was from assumption. That's the realization that came about. But I have no ill will, no beef towards anybody. Damn sure not Mike. And, right now, the priority between me and Mike are figuring out the thing that we're going to do together. And, I told Mike, like, it's a real thing. Like, haven't done it because of this disconnect in our relationship. We've never been on screen together. We did Real Husbands together in the beginning. Mike did an episode. And that's the only time where we've ever jousted on camera. And I was like, at this point in our career, like, we're not nobody but ourselves. So, how do we make it work? And he's like, yeah, Kev, like, how do we make it work? And it's a mutual understanding. And I think now having that as a priority, his fans will be happy. My fans, I think, will be happy. And I think it'll be dope for the culture when we do it.
Yeah, where is that version of Harlem Nights for this era?
It's hard. It's hard to happen because the idea of it being just one is what people can't let go of.
What you mean?
Like, there doesn't have to be just one star.
But Harlem Nights wasn't just one star. It was
but that's
so
why
many.
it worked.
Right.
That's why it worked. Richard didn't give a about Eddie. Eddie didn't give a about Richard. They're the two biggest comedians. Minus the bullshit. The only person that was missing that should have been in that, Cosby in some degree, right? A showing of him. But they had Red Fox, Robin Harris. Like, if you go and you look at the names, Della Reese, like, you look at the names and the people in Harlem Nights, you looked at a conglomerate cast of hard-hitting comics of color. We don't have that to date.
And even when it comes to like the younger comics, man, I it's been a few of like DC Young Fly has countless scripts that he has, and he's trying to get all of us like in this generation but egos and what's she gonna be getting and who gonna be the main character? I ain't working with her, or how he, you know what I mean? So
the problem with the younger generation of comics, man, I made money so fast. Good money, not little money. They made money so fast. So
definitely.
So the idea of doing that for that, I ain't doing. I'm over here getting. It's like the
Jess
idea.
barely come here now.
I mean,
Absolutely.
listen, Jess.
She said, yeah, absolutely.
Jess made money, still making money, right? Like, just understands that road money. That road money is a different type of money. These comics or new comics, influencers, are making real money. So until you get to a point where you understand the money isn't going to drive your next stage of success. If your next stage of success or want for success is attached to IP, projects, whatever, you cannot do it by yourself. You gotta tap in. That's what people are afraid to do. And they're afraid to do it, especially in our culture, because we feel like there can only be one. And that younger mindset in this business today is a cash-driven mind. The money will come. I'm telling you, the money will come. The ideas don't. The relationships and the partnerships don't.
There you go.
That's the difference. I mean, I don't
Kevin
want to
Hart, man.
Yeah, that's
great. You know what I'm saying?
Great energy,
Appreciate
great
you,
information. Lil Kev, I'm excited about it. Adult Animation, BET Plus. Once again, shouts out to BET. Shouts out to my amazing team at Heartbeat, man. This is a piece of IP that I worked on for a long time, and to have it finally come to light is dope as it's funny as it's raw, it's edgy. It's a true testament to my mom and dad who aren't here. So RIP to the Harts upstairs and maybe downstairs. You know, my dad, they say he could be.
Man, cut it out, man.
I don't know. They say I don't know. So, just in the middle. My dad in the middle. That's it. So, shout out to Pops, wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what side. But this is
you don't want to assume.
Yeah, I don't want to assume. I don't want to assume. I don't want to. If God ever closed the door, my dad might have been on the outside. But it's a testament to them. So I can't wait for you guys to enjoy it. BET Plus, watch it, lock it in. Number one on the call sheet. Shout out to Fox, lock it in.
And you're at Radio City Music Hall all weekend.
That's right. Tonight, Friday, and Sunday.
That's it. I'm done.
That's it.
Well, it's the Breakfast Club. It's Kevin Hart, y'all. Morning, everybody. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the latest with Lauren.
Worldwide Message. On the Breakfast Club.
She's the coach of shit.
With Lauren LaRosa.
I'm back. And I got the mess.
Talk to me.
Okay, so the awaited Tory Lanez album From Behind Bars is here. It's called Peterson. It's 20 records. And again, this is all music that he recorded while locked up. Now, the album talks about a lot over the 20 records. So he talks about, girls not holding him down, friends not holding him down, financial issues while still having to pay bills, pay lawyer fees, all that stuff.
That's prison.
Right. Max B is on one of the intros talking about, I'm probably going to make it home before you, but if I make it home first, don't worry, I got you, I'm going to hold you down. But he does get into, and I didn't think this was smart, but we're talking about it, the Meg Thee Stallion things a few times while on this album. So he has a song called Verdict. I'll get the full name, but it's Verdict is in the title of the song. Yeah.
So Sean Holly is an attorney, right?
Sean Holly is a very famous woman attorney out of LA. So what happened was a while back, Tory Lanez had filed a complaint with the ethics committee, basically saying that his attorney, who was his attorney and then decided not to work with him anymore, Sean Holly, had failed to let him know that she had a relationship with the other side, with Jay-Z, Roc Nation, whatever. The reason that they came about, Tory alleged that because of the show Reasonable Doubt, which is loosely based on Sean Holly's life. She works on the show as well. There are a few Meg Thee Stallion song, and just different songs in episode titles that are in relation to Roc Nation. He's basically saying like she has this whole relationship with Jay-Z behind the scenes that she never disclosed to him, and he paid her to be his attorney, and he feels like she was basically setting him up. That's what she was alleging. Now, at the time when that came out, Sean Holly did release a statement, and she said to me that she has never had business ties with Roc Nation. Roc Nation has nothing to do with the show Reasonable Doubt. She does co-produce it, and she said that actually Tory Lanez had made these claims over a year ago to the state bar, which then rejected them and promptly closed the matter. But obviously Tory's still in his feels about that and mentions it there, and also he directly mentions Megan. Now, the inconclusive thing that he talks about, which is when there were these reports that were released that Tory Lanez's DNA was not found on the gun that shot Meg Thee Stallion. Now, inconclusive means that there wasn't enough evidence to say his DNA was on it, but there wasn't enough to exclude him from that as well, too. So it was like kind of up in a limbo. However, his DNA wasn't found on the magazine, which I don't think that his attorneys leaned in deep enough to. But hey, we're here now. So that's what he's referring to in that record.
Right.
But then he also drops another record called My Shayla, talking about being taken away from his kid. Now, listen, I said earlier that I don't think it was smart for him to put certain things on this album. Specifically talking about the Meg Thee Stallion stuff, this mention of the restraining order. That restraining order that Meg Thee Stallion was granted not too long ago, actually. We reported on it up here. It makes it where Tory is forbidden from harassing, intimidating, threatening, or disturbing the peace of Meg Thee Stallion by any means, by phone or electronically. Now, Tory's attorneys did argue that was against his right to free speech, but clearly a judge disagreed. The reason why I said I don't think that is smart is because anybody can argue that this is going to disturb her peace, because now the conversation we're having is about, did Meg tell the truth or did she not? Did Tory shoot Meg or did he not? Like, that's been her whole argument, this whole time. So I didn't think it was smart, but it's there. But outside of these two records, the project is amazing. Tory does great music all the time. He's flowing.
Yep.
He also talks about when he comes back out, what he's going to do. And he does make mention of somebody else he wants free on Back Outside. Let's take a listen to him on Diddy. Yeah.
I don't know what that was about, but that other song you played, what was it called? Verdicts? Was it called Verdicts and Lawyer Fees or something?
Verdict Day and the Lawyer Fee interlude, because it goes into a song called Lawyer Fees.
Here's my thing with people, right? Why do they wait until after the fact to start talking? Like, take the stand. Like, I don't care what you say in interviews after the fact. I don't care about what you say in your records after the fact. When you're fighting for your freedom, take your ass on the stand and say whatever you need to say then.
Well, I don't know if he had that opportunity, because a lot of times...
Yes, he did. He opted not to take the stand.
But the reason I say that is a lot of times your attorney tells you shouldn't.
No, he opted not to take the stand.
Well, I mean, so what was reported was that he chose not to testify because his lawyers advised him not to. Yeah. But I don't know. And there also were reports that he regretted doing that.
Exactly, because you're going to go after the fact, you in every interview telling people what happened. After the fact, you all in the records telling people what happened. Why wouldn't you take the stand?
Yeah, but when you're in a court of law and you're a lawyer and you pay for a lawyer that does this for a living, and they tell you shouldn't take the stand, and you don't take the stand and you lose, and then you say, damn, I should have took the stand. These are the things I should have said. Happens all the time because you listen to your attorney. If you have an accountant, you listen to your accountant. If you have somebody that's a financial advisor, you listen to that advisor, because you're paying them for their minds, for the things that they do, for their education.
Yeah, and they actually, so I think, because he had switched legal teams a couple times throughout this trial. At one point when he got he changed legal teams, he actually tried to file something basically saying that he was kind of like, the words are impermissibly chilled into not taking the stand. So I think he was trying to get his shot back. I don't know, but shot back, that's a wrong term to use in this.
But what would his punishment? What would his punishment be for keep saying Megan, although she has a restraining order? What is the punishment for that?
There can be several charges. It just depends on what she claims is happening to her. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know the exact charge that they would try and lean into, but It's just the possibility of it. I wouldn't even play with that if I'm fighting. Tory is still fighting to come home.
Hey,
Right,
man,
fighting appeal.
you can't shut niggas up. It's impossible. Okay? All right? The white man been trying for years. It hasn't happened yet. All right? Okay?
Well.
I'm going to tell you something else. I can't tell you how much I don't care. I am so tired of hearing about this story.
You are?
Oh, my God. You've been talking about this story for 10 years. I understand Tory
about
talking
3
about
years,
it because he's still dealing with it. You know, Megan's going to be traumatized by it forever. But I'm just saying, me personally, I don't care. All right, God bless them all. Okay?
Well, I mean, phenomenal project though.
Yeah.
Definitely was a good project. You should listen though. The music is
I heard
good.
a couple of joints dope. Tory's always been dope. He's been an amazing artist, rapper, and singer. So, well, we'll see what happens from there. Good luck with Tory. He was trying to call in, I know, a couple of days ago, but
And we've actually been talking about this for 5 years.
Call in where?
Wow.
Here.
Y'all so crazy. You know what, man? Hey, white man, wrap it up. I'm ready with you. We ready? What we doing, man? What executive order we need to talk? We need to wrap it up with these.
Wrap up everything?
Okay. Some of them got to go. I'm
You
with
talking
you.
about executive order?
Some of them got to get guts. I got to go.
Prize just said he want Tory Lane's pardon by Trump.
Who?
Prize.
Isn't Prize locked?
I'm tired. It's the end
No,
of the week.
Prize
Y'all
got-
gotta leave
He
me
trying to.
alone
Yep.
right now.
Did Prize get his pardon yet?
Nope.
I'll be back with y'all Monday. Man. Right now, I ain't with y'all.
Where you going?
Okay, I need a break. Y'all are ridiculous. Just ridiculous human beings.
Well, who you giving your donkey to, man?
For 2 young niggas. Adonis Robinson and Jacoby Russell need to come to the front of the congregation. We would like to have a word with them. Jacoby, as far as I know, still on the run. Hopefully they catch him in the next few hours.
All right. Well, we'll get to that next. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake up. Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Some donkey todays just saw themselves.
I've been watching Charlamagne. I was ready for it.
I never heard of donkey the other day. What is it?
I'm a donkey.
Say it again, Charlamagne.
I'm a donkey.
Yes, you are a donkey.
I'll show you how to act a donkey.
Everything that Charlamagne says is true.
Donkey today for Friday, March 7th goes to 24-year-old Adonis Robinson and 21-year-old Jacoby Russell. I really hate to do this story on a Friday, but if not now, when? Those 2 YNs are the suspects in custody, wanted for the Forest Hill murder of a 30-year-old man named Ronnie Sibley and his 5-year-old daughter, Romani Sibley. Well, one of them is in custody. I think Adonis is in custody. I don't know if both of them are, but let's go to Fox 4 News for the report, please.
2 capital murder suspects are now identified and subjects of a manhunt.
They're scared. They're cowards. They're hiding.
They are 24-year-old Adonis Robinson and 21-year-old Jacoby Russell, both of Fort Worth. Investigators say the 2 are the gunmen captured by surveillance cameras at a car wash Monday during the ambush and double murder of music rap artist Ronnie Sibley and his 5-year-old daughter, Armani.
We have public enemy number 1, Adonis Robinson, who is also a registered sex offender. Public enemy number 2, Jacoby Russell, who's on the run.
Yes, Adonis Robinson is in custody. Jacoby Russell is on the run. At this point, I don't even know what can be said. What can I say on this radio this morning that has never been said before? And the answer is absolutely nothing. What do I tell y'all all the time? If you're paying attention to your Uncle Charla, I tell you all the time that every day of our lives, all we are trying to do is avoid crazy. The crazy that exists within us. Okay, right here. All right, we try to avoid that. Okay, that's why I wake up and I prayed and I meditate and I read my daily affirmations. I set my intentions for the day and I do my best to contain the crazy that exists in this head of mine. Okay, that's why I thank God for therapy and all the mindfulness mechanisms I use on a daily, weekly basis to avoid crazy. But see, that's the crazy you can somewhat contain. The crazy of other people is completely out of your control. There is nothing that brother Ronnie could have done to prevent whatever was going on in the minds of Adonis Robinson and Jacoby Russell. That's the type of crazy that we hope to avoid every day, but sometimes that crazy finds you, and that's what happened in this situation. Police say a motive for the killing is unclear, but does a motive even matter? There is not a motive you could tell me that would justify this man and his 5-year-old daughter being shot and killed. There is nothing that would even make sense for me, okay? I can hear both of these brothers now saying, I didn't know his daughter was in the car. Or maybe they knew his daughter was in the car and didn't care. Either way, it don't matter. She's a 5-year-old girl who was just spending some time with her father. In fact, family spokesperson Bishop Rodney McIntosh said the 5-year-old girl was just dropped off to her father at the car wash minutes before the deadly gunfire. I don't have anything for y'all this morning. I was born in 1978, and there's nothing I can say on this radio today that hasn't already been said a million times in my 46 years of existence, okay? It's a cycle of violence that I don't know where it began, and I don't know when or if it's ever going to end, okay? Police have not said how the suspects knew Ronnie, but they said the music industry is part of the investigation. The music industry? Really? The music industry, guns? I have to tell you, though, the music industry doesn't kill people, okay? And guns don't kill people, okay? People in the music industry kill people, and people with guns kill people. The moral of the story is, I understand all the external factors that push people to do certain things, but what about the internal? Okay, at certain times, I don't want to hear about anything else. I want to look at young men like Adonis and Jacoby and say, hey, this is your fault. Okay, destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. And you two made a very, very, very poor choice that led to a 30-year-old man and his 5-year-old daughter getting killed. Now, Adonis is in custody. Jacoby, as of right now, from what I'm seeing, is still on the run. But where you going, Jacoby Russell? Okay, stop prolonging the inevitable. You're going to prison forever. And that prison sentence you're going to get was earned. And that's why the judge going to give it to you. The world is just an exhausting place. Okay, and we as a people got so much to deal with. But you know one thing I wish we didn't have to fear? Each other. Okay, there is a lot of opposition we as men, black men, have to deal with on a daily basis. And I wish I could scratch each other off that list. I'm not your op. I don't want you to be mine either. Can you imagine if we lived in a world that no matter what else was going on, no matter what other issues we had to deal with, we didn't have to worry about each other? Wouldn't that be nice? There is 3 black men gone because of this situation and 1 young princess who won't get the opportunity to grow into a queen. So many families ruined forever. So much trauma that's going to take generations to heal because of the poor choices of 2 young niggas. That's all I got. Because the reality is I feel like I'm wasting my breath. Please let Remy Ma give Adonis Robinson and Jacoby Russell the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
So stupid.
So sad. Did y'all see the video of his daughter's friend from school? I guess Ronnie had came and did like a Valentine's Day celebration with his daughter in school, and one of the little girls' dad didn't show up, so he like celebrated with them. And she made a video. Her mom posted it and was just like, I missed you in school today, and was like giving the camera a hug because she didn't come to school. Yeah, so sad. Little baby. It's a little baby.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey of the day. Now, when we come back, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. We're asking, what are your thoughts? All right. Now, there's an NYPD detective. Right now, people are mad at her. Right now, this is because she put out a pole dancing video. Now, let me explain. Now, she's an NYPD. She's been on the force for 7 years. She's a 7-year veteran. Her name is Melissa Mercado. She's a detective, but I guess she also appeared in a World Star video. Now, while she was in this World Star video, she was wearing a thong, she was on a strip pole, she was wearing a skimpy bra, she had no police paraphernalia on, she wasn't on police time. This was after or off the clock, and people are mad about that.
One thing about the Breakfast Club, we make hard lefts with no warning. I mean, we be driving 80 miles per hour, we don't even attempt to slow down to get off the exit, just phew.
Gotta get
what
where
the
you
hell just happened?
You gotta get where you're going sometimes.
I mean, Jesus.
800-585-1051. It was trending yesterday. People were talking about it yesterday. It was in the New York Post this morning. So we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts?
So the cop busting it wide open?
Oh, you didn't see the video?
Show your uncle something.
I'm gonna show you the video because Envy's doing her a favor of making it very like, oh, she was in the video. She's doing a little dancey dance. No. Baby girl had a career before that cop suit, okay?
What are you waiting on? I need to see for journalistic purposes.
Show him right now as I break it down again. 800-585-1051. Again, police officer, detective, 7-year veteran. She's on a special department special victims unit. People are upset because this video is going viral. She's wearing the thong. She's busting it open. But this is after the clock. She's not on the clock. She's not wearing any NYPD paraphernalia. I guess somebody seen it and was like, that's Melissa. That's Melissa. But we're asking 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Some people saying that she should be fired. Some people saying that's her business, not anybody else's business. Charlamagne's watching it right now. Charlamagne.
That's her business. What is that? That's her business.
That's all you got?
I'm just looking. What is that, Starlet?
I don't know. It's a video.
Oh, it's a music video.
It's a rapper's music
Yeah,
video.
she was
Okay.
she's the
She's
main
in
girl in the
music
music
video.
video. She handled that poll very well.
Well, they should be paying the police officers more, and she wouldn't have to do things like that, in her off time. Pay the police officers more.
Allegedly, her salary is $144,000. That's in the paper, too. And we'll discuss when we come back. 800-585.
I like a rich freak.
1051. It's the Breakfast Club.
What's going
The Breakfast Club.
Steady calling my phone.
It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about New York Police Department officer. Her name is, let me find out her name. Let me do it right. Her name is Melissa Mercado. She's a 7-year veteran of the NYPD. She does the Special Victims Unit. Now, people are upset with her because she's in a video. I guess the artist's name, I think, is Esquire SQ. I don't know his name, but she's in this guy's music video, and she's wearing a thong. She's dancing. She's gyrating. She's humping. She's doing all that in the video, right?
The video is called "It's Esquire's Doing That" music video.
That's right. And people are mad because she's an NYPD. Now, let me just say this: she's not wearing any NYPD paraphernalia, no hat, no sergeant. You don't even know she's a police officer at all in the video, right? She's not doing it on the clock, so she's not like on the job doing it. She's something that she's probably doing after hours. And people are mad and saying that she shouldn't be doing it. What are your thoughts? 800-585-1051. What you think?
I think that I get the backlash. Like, she shouldn't have done it. I think when it's certain jobs that when you say yes to it, it transcends into your personal life. Like when I was it wasn't a police officer, but I know there was a flight attendant who recently got fired, but she was on the plane.
But she was on the plane
that's
wearing
different.
the
But I will tell
Alaskan Airlines uniform.
When I worked for Delta, they made it very clear. In uniform or out of uniform, your conduct and what you do can potentially ruin or mess up your job, because we have a certain standard that we upkeep. Even when I was flying just as a regular passenger on a flight that I am not working, if I was to get crazy, do anything insane, they would come to me.
Because if you think about it, she's wearing clothes. Well, not clothes, but she's wearing a thong.
Yes.
She's wearing a bra.
Yes.
She is dancing and twerking. She's not naked. She's not doing anything illegal, and this is not on the clock. This is after hours. She should be able to do what she wants.
I'm with all the BS. Your body look good, show it, do your thing. But as a police officer, it's certain roles that you decide to take. Like, I wouldn't want to see a kindergarten teacher doing that either. Like, there's certain things that, like, you just know what you're signing up for.
How fine is the kindergarten teacher?
But kindergarten teachers,
how fine?
How fine?
Kindergarten teachers are dealing with kids, though.
It's still, she's dealing with art. Like, you regard police officers in a certain way, yes or no? Like, you look at them in a certain way.
People. They are people with jobs.
Oh, that's because your dad's a police officer. Any
They're
normal
people with
person,
jobs.
let's see what the callers say, because I'm with all of it. I am the biggest. If I got it, I'm going to show it if I feel like it.
Out of all the officers out there, what officer would you want to arrest you? Would you want her to arrest you?
Yeah, because she's going to take me where it's at.
See? Exactly. Charlamagne,
Where the
what's your
money
thought?
reside. Period.
I mean, being in a music video is not a crime. Like, if she had on, the police uniform in the video, and she stripped, that off and was dancing, then I could probably see it being a problem. But I mean, as far as I know, police officers are allowed to have other forms of employment, right? And a lot of them do have other forms of employment.
Usually, you just have to tell the department. You have to tell the department what you're doing.
So yeah. So it's not a crime. Being a stripper is not a crime. Being a stripper is not a crime. Being in a music video is not a crime. And as far as I know, I could be wrong. I don't know, but there isn't a moral clause for police officers, is it? I don't know. And I'm not one of these people like Lauren who look down on strippers. So I know women who are stripping and still going to college.
I don't look down on strippers. I actually love strippers and I love giving them my money. But I do feel like I can understand why her job would look and say, "Hey, one does not go with the other."
We don't even know if her job is saying that. The people are saying that.
Yeah, but why do we say one doesn't go with the other? Stripping is a job. A lot of these women go to strip and they make money. So she picked up another job, but it's not even stripping.
It's not stripping. It's just a music video.
Yeah, she's in a music video.
Acting. She's being an actress.
And she seems like a good-looking woman from what I could see,
So, I'll tell you what Google says about the moral clause.
Hello, who's this?
It's JoJo from Orlando.
JoJo
from Orlando.
What's your
You got a
thoughts,
cold, JoJo?
What was that?
You got a cold?
Do I got a cold? Nah.
Oh, okay.
What's your thoughts, JoJo?
I think no one should be mad. Like, I don't know if you've been to a strip club, but some chicks, they have hella strength to be twerking on the pole, twerking on the ceiling, all that shit. So I feel like they should be excited or happy about it, because that means homegirl got the endurance to take down any suspect that she investigating.
That's a point.
That's a fact.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm with you.
Thank you, JoJo. Hello, who's this?
It's Tyson in Houston.
Tyson, good morning. What's your thoughts, Tyson?
Well, my thought is I wonder how many of these people voted for Trump. Because if you have no problem voting for a president that's committed a felony, why are we so concerned about a police officer that's doing this on their own time? It makes no sense.
You making points. When points are made, points are made.
Thank you, brother. Hello, who's this?
Good morning, Envy. This is Raven. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Charlamagne. Hi, everybody.
Raven. What up, Raven? Where you calling from?
From Queens, New York.
All right, Raven. Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
So, as far as NYPD firing her, I don't think that's going to happen. Recruitment is at an all-time low. However, this is wild for putting her career and pension at risk for a video that's getting no spins.
But is what she did illegal? I mean, you saying she put her career and pension at risk, but where does it say she can't do music videos on the side?
Correct.
Me personally, I don't feel like what she did is illegal, but NYPD is NYPD. Their whole thing is courtesy, respect, professionalism, whether you're on the clock or off the clock. That was a failure to meet the requirement of professionalism.
Oh, see, I don't know. You might be right. Lauren, send me the video again so I can see how. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong.
You're stupid.
Just busting it open.
You again.
Now, Raven, what about if because she could be acting in the video, right? She could be acting like a stripper. Would that be different?
I do. Now, that's true. And that could be different. But I'm with Lauren on this one. This got a past life.
You stupid.
And I'm not mad at it. She look real good
too.
too.
What you mean a past life? Why can't she have a life
It can
now?
be a current life. I'm not mad. She looks great.
She might be practicing that for
Send me the damn video.
Okay, sorry.
Calm down. 800.
You are this talk. I need to keep observing the video to make sure I'm making the right comments.
It's this one point in the video where she look up and then everything behind her is doing what it need to do, and she don't even know what's happening, or maybe she does, and that's a part of the ploy to drill you
Press
in.
send.
Okay.
It sounds like you in love.
Oh my God, I love her.
800-585-1051. If you're just joining us, we're talking about NYPD detective. She's in the special units department. People are mad at her. Why? She did this music video.
What if she undercover and we don't know?
Right.
We don't even know. What if she undercover?
She's in this music video and she's the stripper in the music video. She's busting it open and people are mad at her. So we're asking, should they be mad? Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Made it. If y'all talking about it, you know we talking about it. It's topic time. Call 800-585-1051 to join into the discussion with the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren Roques is here. If you're just joining us, we're taking your calls, 800-585-1051. We're talking about this detective. Her name is Melissa Mercado. She's a 7-year veteran of the NYPD. She works for the Special Victims Unit. People are upset about her because she's doing this video, which, World Star put out yesterday. And she's, and I think he's a rapper. I think his name is Esquire.
Yep.
She's a stripper in the video. So she's busting it open. She's dancing. She's shaking. She's wearing a thong. She has a bra on. But she has no NYPD paraphernalia. She's not on the clock. And you wouldn't even know she was a cop unless probably one of her coworkers told on her. So we're asking, is this foul? Is it wrong?
No, being in the music video is not a crime. I'm watching it right now just for journalistic purposes.
Okay.
And, she's not doing anything wrong. She's in a music video. And to me, this is just a side job. It's not an illegal side job.
Correct.
She's not hurting nobody. She's not degrading the badge in any way. She don't even have on a uniform. I wouldn't even know she was a cop if y'all didn't tell me.
I would never think she was a cop.
Mello!
Yeah, you know the vibes. What's the word, Envy?
Mello, sometimes you got to break it down the Mello way. Tell us, Mello. Talk to us.
Yo, all right, so boom. So I'm not going to hold you. I'm on that detective side right now. Because why are you showing all your goods and, you feel me, doing what you're doing on that camera, knowing that you're supposed to be protecting and serving, not supposed to be protecting and serving booty. It's not fair to us.
She's serving, though, Mello.
I'm over here not safe.
Mello, she is serving.
But
I don't know if she protects, but she's serving.
Yeah, she damn sure serving. But hear me out. Let's play white devil's advocate. Why would y'all even hire her? She looks like a video vixen starter kit. She got the BBL. She got the lip fillers. She got the LL Cool Bay wig to the side like she wears his hat.
First of all,
what we doing?
Don't do that. I don't like when people do that because I feel like just because of a look, you shouldn't be excluded from. Just because she looks good, she shouldn't be able to have a certain type of job.
This ain't BBL, Mello. Mello, you ain't watched the video. This ain't BBL. That's rice and beans, bro. That's rice and beans.
She has the BBL. How you protecting a servant with a BBL?
Bro, that's the right.
You can't even chase me.
No, that's rice and beans.
And Mello, why you throwing shots at Lauren's wig like that?
Exactly, because he trying to say my wig.
I did not throw
BBL
shots at her wig. I didn't say it was nothing. I just said she has the LL Cool J wig and she be wearing it like T.I. be wearing her hats. I never said you wear your wigs like that. Okay. I said shorty in the video do.
All right.
This woman is not wearing a wig in this video, and she don't have a BBL. This is rice and beans. She's clearly from the Bronx. Okay.
She is from the Bronx.
She is from the Bronx.
She works the Bronx SVU.
Of course she does. Of course. Come on now.
Did you blow it up? How did you know all that?
I can just look.
Okay. Right. You looked enough. Hello. Who's this?
Oh, Aisha.
Aisha, what's your thoughts?
So, my thought, which I was talking to the other African guy, I don't know what his name is, but it's not Eddie.
Oh, you said the other African guy. What'd you say?
Yeah, because that's a whole nother story.
Brandon, you mean? Art?
Hold on, they be
I'm sorry.
They be introducing themselves as Africans.
No, it was just the way he was trying to spell my name. My name was like Isha, and he automatically said like EYE. But anyways,
no, it's funny because Brandon is from Ghana and Art is from
I thought he was from Minneapolis.
No, Art African. I can't remember where Art from on the motherland.
They African. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So I understand. Yes, if she wants to do it as a hobby, it's understandable. But $104,000 in New York is like $20,000 for y'all.
Yeah.
But if it's a hobby, girl, do it. But if not, they should at least pay her more. I just agree with Charlamagne. Just pay her a little more money, and maybe she don't have to do that.
That's
if
right.
you want to do it, I guess, girl, bust it open for the world.
She might enjoy it though too.
She might.
Yeah, I don't see the problem. If this not in some police handbook that says she's not allowed to do stuff like this, I don't see what the issue is.
The NYPD declined to comment. From what I can tell, there is not a single moral clause for police officers, but some law enforcement agencies do establish certain codes of ethic that outline moral conduct.
Yo, stop playing the video, yo.
I'm looking to see if she has a BBL like Mello said.
I think she do.
I don't see what she did wrong. She's not committing any crimes. Nope. Who says that you can't be a video vixen as a side job? Right. I don't see the problem. And people have to stop this because they making this out to be a crime, and people are stupid. And what's going to happen is somebody going to try to make a citizen's arrest, and they're going to stop and frisk her immediately. Okay.
I did not know where you was going with that, but I see where you ended up.
What's the moral of the story?
I don't know if there's a moral of the story.
Well, the moral story is, if this is her side gig, is it in New York? Where can we go support?
They stupid. All right.
It's true.
She looks amazing.
All right.
I don't agree with it, but she look good if she gonna do it.
All right. When we come back, we got Pastor Arce. Nyla will be joining us, so don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here as well. And it's time for Pass the Arce.
Go. Cause that's my DJ. Say go DJ. Cause that's my DJ. Yeah, DJ, come spin that, come spin.
What's up, Nyla?
Big Nyla, NYLA. What's happening?
Yeah, the pregnant pause before the big Nyla today is mad funny.
Nice shirt.
Thanks. Thank you.
Nice
Thank you.
fit. The whole fit.
Thank you guys.
Look at you. Go, Nyla.
I be trying to put it together off of 2 hours of sleep, but we here and we present. I wanted to kick off today's Pastor Arce with the new Wu-Tang Clan song. New Wu, inspired actually by the RZA interview that y'all did last week. The new song is called Mandingo.
When did that come out?
Today.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sounds like RZA or Mathematics on the production. Who produced it?
I'm not sure who was on. Mathematics.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ooh, who all on there? Who's featured on there?
Raekwon, Method Man, Inspector Deck, and Capadonna.
Ooh, I didn't even know that came out.
Is it the single they just threw out for the tour?
I think it's the single, yeah.
Dope.
Drop one of Clues bombs for the Wu-Tang, man.
Yeah.
Salute to Raekwon. Make sure you go to Hash Story at 799 Broad Street, Newark, New Jersey.
That shameless plug was crazy, but I just wanted to say that. Watching the Breakfast Club interview, I was really inspired because you don't really be seeing like hip hop OGs being healthy and like sharp-minded and strong.
They age like milk most times.
Some of them, yes.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see, and I enjoyed all the gems that was dropped. But anyway, for progressing, let's get into this new Tia Corinne 8.
That's a runway song.
Salute to Tia Corinne, North Carolina's own.
Yes. Next up, I'm going to slow it down a little bit, get into our R&B bag. Terrace Martin dropped the project, and he has a record on there with this artist named OG. Now, OG has such a fire voice, and I can't wait for the world to get to know her some more. But the record's called Not Sharing.
Couldn't get a vibe off of that one. I would have to hear it in full.
I gotta hear the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's all. Gotta hear the whole thing. It sounded like the car wanted to crank though.
Wow. This whole song is that tempo. It's a jazz. It's Terrace Martin.
Oh, so the car don't never crank.
You are on fire today. Spoiled
What you talking about?
wanted to
I like
crank.
Terrace Martin. No, Terrace Martin is dope.
I can't tell, but he has a residency at the Blue Note.
No, Terrace
Note
Martin
First
production
Music.
is always dope.
You just said the car ain't cranking.
For that song.
Because I didn't hear it
Why
either.
does y'all generation deal in extremes all the time?
I'm not
Where's
dealing
the
with
nuance?
extremes.
Where's
Talk
the
to us
gray
in
area?
vague y'alls. We don't appreciate that.
Well, stop acting like a bunch of y'alls. And you know what y'all translates
Okay,
into?
so the last record is from Joe K. Shout out to Joe K, man. This is his first single as an artist. So I'm a big fan of tastemakers turned artists. I think it's super dope. But let's get into it. It's called Slow Down featuring Cruiser and Isaiah Falls.
That's some Miguel energy right there.
He does
Isaiah
the
Falls.
soul.
Yeah, Joe K does Selection.
Yeah.
And then Isaiah's from Florida.
That's Isaiah. Now, see, that car was cranked. That car was ready to go. That car was warmed
He be
up.
doing the blending.
As soon as we jumped in, we out. You know what I'm
He's a
saying?
vibe. I like his content
the
online.
start.
Oh my God. I'm glad you like it, Envy.
I like sound like Miguel.
Okay.
That was dope.
Y'all gotta go to his Instagram and watch when he be doing like the little blending things that he do.
So he's a DJ?
He's a big, Joe K is a big mashup
Okay.
DJ. Yeah. And he has a whole collective called Selection.
It's fire.
Who was
They
that
travel.
singing?
Isaiah Falls.
Isaiah Falls.
Yeah.
He's dope. He sound like Miguel.
All right.
Oh, he
Yeah.
does butterflies, right? Or yeah, that's my song.
And then
too.
Cruiser is a band. They're instrumentals, and they have a lead singer too, AJ. But yeah, if you guys like the vibes, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at Nyla Symone. That's NYLASYMONEEE, and make sure you guys follow at It's a Certified Vibe. That's where you can find all the playlists. We have a new playlist out right now called R&B with all the R&B girlies. Since our next concert is going to be headlined by Abby Jasmine, Journey Montana, and a few other upcoming R&B girlies that you guys should definitely be tapped in with. We also have a hip hop night where we're just playing straight rap music starting March 19th in Brooklyn at Dumbala. So make sure you guys pull up. It's going to be bi-weekly, which is honestly why I definitely wanted to play the Wu-Tang record, because people keep joking at me saying like nobody listens to boom bap, like calling you boom bap is an insult. And I just feel like there's still a big culture that loves boom bap and just rap in general. So if you guys are fans of that, make sure y'all pull up.
That's why I like
I
the
hate that they call it boom bap. This is rap.
Yeah, why is that?
Whoa. It's classic New York hip hop.
No, Rhapsody raps. People call it boom bap.
No, but
Dolce sometimes does it.
But it's a classic New York hip hop sound. That's not just overall rap. Because when I was growing up in the '90s, I was listening to that. But Outkast sounded totally different than that.
But it's
Outkast
all
was-
rap music.
This is true, but it's just not. It shouldn't be an insult.
No,
like,
it's not an
like
insult
don't
at
think,
all.
oh, you're a boom bap
It's
lover. Like
okay.
it's an insult. Like no,
You're
I
a boom
like
bap
rap.
lover.
Dolce
Jesus.
just killed Paris Fashion Week,
is
so
true.
eventually people will catch up because I feel like she's gonna be that like mainstream, like they'll catch up. They'll be all right.
All
She's
right.
gonna be she's the catalyst of it, in my opinion.
Start catching up by pulling up March 19th, Dumbala.
Word.
All right.
And listen, I want to tell everybody too, make sure you go get your tickets for the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening Saturday, April 26th in Atlanta, Georgia at Pullman Yards. We got Carrie Champion with the Naked Podcast. We got Good Moms, Bad Choices. Tank and Jay Valentine will be there with the R&B Money Podcast, and Sarah Jakes Roberts will be there with the Woman Evolved Podcast. So go get your tickets at blackeffect.com/podcast festival. Get your tickets this weekend.
That's right. All right. When we come back, we throw it back on a Friday. So let's get to the mix. It's the People's Choice Mix. Let's go.
Wake up. You're locked into the Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRose is here as well. And salute to Jess Hilarious. She's going to be out in California, Pleasanton. She's going to be at Tommy T's Comedy Club. So if you're on the west side of things and you're close to her, definitely go check her out tonight and tomorrow.
At 7 o'clock, she got shows, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. And listen, I want to tell y'all once again, man, make sure you go out and get tickets to the 3rd annual Black Effect Podcast Festival happening Saturday, April 26th in Atlanta, Georgia at Pullman Yards. Okay, it is a day of culture, podcast culture in particular, and just community and conversation, man. We got some of the best podcasts in the business. The Trap Nerd Podcast will be there for all the gamers. Good Moms, Bad Choices will be there for all the moms who still want to have a life too. Carrie Champion will be out there with the Naked Podcast, the R&B Money Podcast, Tank and Jay Valentine, and Sarah Jakes Roberts will be there with her Woman Evolved Podcast. I can't wait to announce some of the guests that these people have on their podcast too, but it's hosted by Mandy and Weezy of Decisions. Go get your tickets right now. blackeffect.com/podcast festival. Okay, go get your tickets this weekend.
All right. When we come back, we got the positive notice, The Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Lauren LaRosa is here. And salute to Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart stopped through earlier today.
Always a pleasure when Kevin Hart pulls up, man. That gym Kevin Hart gave about, not being afraid to pivot and don't get stuck doing one thing. That is a lesson that so many people need to learn, especially in our business.
That's right.
Because I've watched so many people look up and think that the sky is the limit, but not realize it's a glass ceiling because they keep themselves in a particular box. And
right.
Like Kevin said, whatever you're doing now that's causing you to win, if you don't diversify that portfolio, that one thing can get burnt out real quick.
Real fast. That's right.
So,
And
good life lesson.
Tell me about your BBL party in the deal.
Why? Stop, because people really have been hitting me up asking
You look so
if
dumb
I
with a
know.
BBL.
Why would I get a BBL? I'm too small. First of all, I'm too small for that. Secondly, the body is already bodying. I'm good. But they've been hitting me up asking if there are places that we're recommending people to go during this trip because you keep saying that. Brandon. Excuse me?
Huh?
You got something to say over there?
No, I'm just saying. No, just say you say certain things. That's why I look to the young boys. I'm like, y'all really just gonna allow this? You know what I'm saying?
Brandon, no, I'm T. I can't see him, but you better react the right way. All right. Anyway, May 22nd through the what? May 22nd through the 27th, I'll be in DR for the Memorial Day getaway. It is not a BBL party. If you have a BBL, though, you are welcome to join, sis.
Okay.
Come on out with that bikini. We are going to be there for the HBCU Black Alumni Weekend. I'll be hosting a series of events. They have comedy shows going down, pool parties, step show. No, not a step show. I just lied. I don't know all the events, but
I am not going to the DR for no goddamn step show.
Yeah, there's not no step show. I mix
all white parties.
It's parties. We're gonna have a good time. I don't know why I said step show. I think because I was thinking HBCU. But yeah, just come memorialdaygetaway.com at the checkout. Let them know Lauren LaRosa sent you, and I will see you there. Don't come if you're still healing from your surgery.
Charlamagne, we got a positive note?
Yeah, the positive note is simply this, man. It's a quote from Steve Jobs that I love that I think people need to hear on this Friday morning. Your time is limited. So don't waste it living somebody else's life. Don't be trapped by other people's opinions, okay? Or simply don't be trapped by people's dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Have a great day.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?